Welcome into the last Wildcat Wednesday of 2025. I'm Sierra Newton, and since it's New Year's Eve, I figured we'd take a look back on the biggest moments of this year. Let's start with the men's basketball Cats. In Pope's first year, Kentucky would see its first trip to the Sweet 16 in 6 years, and it gave us so many great memories. Maybe the most iconic would be Otega Oweh in the SEC tournament. Just as he did during the regular season, the now senior would call game against his old team. With .5 left on the clock, Oweh would steal it for Kentucky 85-84 and led the Cats with 27. And this side of the year started with a bang, the return of Kentucky basketball living legend John Wall during Big Blue Madness at Rupp Arena. You know, it's something to the Wildcats in Oklahoma. For the women's basketball team back in February, Georgia Amoore would drop 43, tying the school's single-game scoring record previously held by Jennifer O'Neal and Ryan Howard. In head coach Kenny Brooks' first season in the SEC, the Cats would earn the 4th seed in the tournament and host an NCAA regional, escaping Liberty 78-79 in the first round and falling to Kansas State by a last-second shot. Biggest news of this season was the return and dominance of junior Clara Strack. 7 of UK's 14 outings, she's recorded a double-double. The Gym Cats would finish the season in the NCAA Regional Final. Isabella Magnelli and Creslin Brose would go on to compete as individuals at the NCAA Championships. Brose also had her first perfect 10 competing against Arkansas in the regular season on the floor. The Bat Cats would put on another NCAA-worthy performance, making it to the NCAA Clemson regional round, defeating USC Upstate and Clemson, before dropping in a heartbreaker against West Virginia 13-12. And Kentucky volleyball had the season of seasons, 15-0 in SEC play, their 9th consecutive regular season SEC championship, completing a reverse sweep in the 20-year return of the SEC tournament, number 1 in the NCAA tournament, Final Four, and a national championship appearance. And to top it all off, head coach Craig Skinner going everywhere but outer space to show the lengths he'll go to support his team. After 13 seasons and a program record 82 on-the-field victories, head coach Mark Stoops made his exit after a disappointing 2025. But Louisville native and former Cardinal Will Stein made his entrance. The Oregon offensive coordinator worked his way up the ladder and held his introductory press conference on December 3rd. Since then, he's hired plenty of staff. Now it's on to 2026, and as BG says,
let's make it a banger.